Welcome to the Media Neuroscience Lab at the University of California in Santa Barbara. Our lab is part of UCSB's Department of Communication, located on the 4th floor of the Social Sciences and Media Studies building. Under the leadership of Renee Weber, our lab promotes research and teaching at the intersection of communication, technology, and neuroscience in a diverse and inclusive environment.
Research at the Media Neuroscience Lab focuses on several key areas. A primary area of interest for us is to understand attention and cognitive control during media processing. Specifically, we develop solutions for optimized media experiences in clinical populations, including people with ADHD or autism. In recent work, we have been examining the motivational role of moral narratives. For example, we study how moral cues in environmental campaigns impact persuasion, how moral conflict in narratives shapes movie success, and how the moral framing of events can predict future events.
In addition, our lab applies computational methods for big data analytics. Here, we rely on a large computing cluster in UCSB's data center to perform natural language processing, machine learning, and fMR analysis. Our methodological developments also go hand in hand with advancing communication theories. We adopt a method theory synergy where methodological advancements lead to novel theoretical discoveries.
Methods development is a top priority in our lab. In the past, we developed several scientific research and software tools, including the interface for communication research, the moral narrative analyzer, and asteroid impact.
In addition to conducting research, our lab promotes a collaborative teaching environment. Lab members frequently teach each other novel skills via interactive training sessions and workshops. Here, we focus on transferring knowledge across interdisciplinary boundaries, ranging from brain imaging analysis to statistical methods and scientific programming. Likewise, our lab has focused on increasing access to computational methods for early career scholars by organizing pre-conferences and online workshops. And lastly, we are always eager to improve our scientific infrastructure to advance our research agenda.
Our research has been supported by various funding agencies, including the John Templeton Foundation, the Army Research Laboratory, Sony Pictures, and many others. I have been particularly grateful for the George D. McCune Dissertation Fellowship, made possible through the generous support of Sara Miller McCune and the McCune Foundation. This fellowship allowed me to solely focus on my doctoral work during my final year in graduate school. In my dissertation, I examine how the human mind responds to moralized, political information embedded in political communication. Using a combination of functional magnetic resonance imaging and behavioral experiments, I found a reliable moral network in the brain that encodes various facets of morality, such as harm, cheating, and betrayal. Notably, many political campaigns rely on these moral cues to denounce other political parties, which likely is a precursor for political polarization. Specifically, I was able to show that during the processing of political attack advertisements, neural activation in auditory and visual regions is highly similar across individuals. However, activation in higher order regions involved in moral cognitions is more idiosyncratic, here in the MPFC and the precuneus. I then explored whether these differences in neural processing can be explained by people's political affiliation. Indeed, we find that Democrats respond more similarly to individualizing moral domains, such as harm and cheating, whereas Republicans evaluate all moral domains in a more similar fashion. Focusing on these identified moral brain networks, I hope my doctoral work will inform interventions that successfully counter political polarization and lead to a more unified, cooperative society. Finally, on behalf of the entire Media Neuroscience Lab, I would like to express my sincere gratitude towards Sara Miller McCune for receiving the George D. McCune Dissertation Fellowship, which was just invaluable for developing the necessary skills to advance my dissertation. Again, thank you.